the first time, a suspect in connection to the Rose Park shooting appeared in court. Thanks for joining us for 2 News at 5. I'm Brian Schnee.
And I'm Heidi Hatch. Glad you're with us. Liv Kelleher joins us from the Salt Lake Courthouse. And Liv, you've been speaking with lawyers about this case. So what do the charges of obstruction of justice really say about the investigation?
Well, Heidi, we know that 2 people have been charged with obstruction of justice, but after 2 weeks, no one has been charged with murder. I spoke with attorney Nathan Evershed, who says that this legal strategy is all about building leverage.
You can likely hold them in custody for at least a period of time, and now you can turn the screws to force other people to maybe, if this is what the state would hope for, to make different decisions, to maybe be more cooperative to help them in the murder case.
Nathan Toutai appeared virtually in court for under 5 minutes.
You are being held without bail.
According to probable cause statements, police have evidence that allegedly showed him with a gun that was found at the scene, driving a car and wearing a hat that was left at the church parking lot, and that he closely matched the description of the shooter given by several witnesses. This seems like a lot of evidence they have here. Why would that not be enough to charge him with murder?
They're including all of that to kind of give a nod to the court that we think we have our guy, but all we can go with right now is obstruction. And because obstruction is a lot more simple to prove right now.
How often do obstruction charges get elevated to murder charges?
It's actually a unique thing. You see it more in cases where there are people that are just not terribly cooperative. So it can happen, but it's not that common for someone just to be charged with obstruction and then later to be found charged with murder.
He says obstruction, which is a felony, at least keeps potential murder suspects in custody while prosecutors build a stronger case. Does this typically work?
That's a good question. Every case is unique. Can it work? Absolutely. Okay. Their location is known. They know that this person can't leave right away, and so it works like that. But exactly how this is going to translate to a potential murder case, that's what's unknown.
Now, according to probable cause statements, both suspects have documented association with the Tongan Crip gang. In the days following the shooting, I spoke with former Salt Lake City Police Chief Chris Burbank about the difficulties of investigating gang-affiliated crimes. He says there's often a culture of we'll handle this ourselves or a fear of retaliation, but he says most of the time the truth eventually shakes out. Take a listen.
There needs to be some bravado about taking care of business and everything else, and someone will eventually talk. So while that kind of code of ethics, that warped code of ethics, maybe prevents some interaction, it also leads to other avenues potentially for the police to solve. So I think and truly believe that part of being quiet is so that the people from my side who are involved don't get held accountable.
Now, Toutai did request the soonest available detention hearing where he will argue for his pretrial release. Evershed said that if the prosecution makes an argument that he is a critical witness in their murder case, it's unlikely that he will be released. That hearing is set for February 2nd. Reporting live in Salt Lake City, Liv Kelleher, KUTV 2 News.